Hi students, welcome back. Uh, Hope you can hear me. In our last class, we tried creating the house model. Okay, so today we'll be seeing about how to create various elements for your house. Okay, so today's exercise would be creating elements that is present inside our house. For example, we'll be planning to create a table, a chair, and a flower vase. Okay, so I will explain it to you like how to use your orthographic view as well as your perspective views in order to create your models in proper proportions, shape, and size. Okay, so we'll start off with our classes now. So first, for a table, you need to understand. You need to first define what is this size of your table. Okay, I'm creating a polycube here. For example, normally a width would of the table would be 4 by 2. Okay, so height would be zero point 0.2. Hope you can understand here. Okay, 4 by 2, zero point 2. So uh, here in Maya, what's happening here is the width 4 is nothing but I'm giving the measurements in feet. The height, this is again the measurement in feet. Okay, depth, again the measurement is in feet. So it defines that the length of the table would be 4 feet, the width of the table is 2 feet, and the thickness of your table is like zero point 0.2. If you think the height is too much, you can also decrease this to 0.1. Okay, so that's how we also tried creating the size of the rooms for the houses and all. So the same way like we'll be doing it. So okay, so this is done. So next one is we need to create the foot for the table, right? So again I'm pressing the cube. So cube is so big. So this would be zero point 0.3. Okay, so depth will be also 0.3. It will be of uniform size. We need to see whether the thickness is fine. Okay, thickness is too much. Zero point 0.2 was fine. Okay, so this would, the height needs to be more. So this would be something around 3 feet. Okay, so okay, 2.5 would be a normal height for your table. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to orient the foot in the proper place. So in a perspective, whatever view we are working on is the perspective. So in a perspective, it's not going to be correct. So I'm going to press my space bar. Okay, so my space bar is giving me, my spacebar is giving me the orientation in which my object is going to be placed. So I'm pressing outside my, I'm not selecting any kind of object, just pressing it outside. Just press F so that your object is seen properly. Okay, yeah, this is the exact position. Uh, my top view is fine, but the problem here is I'm having the color, the gray tone here, so that I'm not able to see the leg of the table. So if you want to see the leg, just press 4, the number 4. So it will show you a wireframe where you can see the object and the leg. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select this object, just move it to the side, slightly near, move to one corner. Okay. So it has moved to one corner. So don't bother, perspective is the final output. So right now we are not bothered. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a duplicate, Control D. Okay, so without deselecting it, you can move it here. approximately I'm placing it here. So in your perspective, you can see like two legs have been created. Okay, yeah, this is done. So what I'm going to do is select this one and this one, again press Ctrl D. Okay, duplicate. Yes, your leg is created. So yes, my leg is created, but the only problem here is my table is not closed, just because you can see the legs are above this one. What you can do is you can go to your front view, select the table, just press Ctrl D, just move a copy up so that it feels like it's like two-layer table. One is the topmost portion and the other one is the bottommost portion. If you don't want that, what you can do is select this one and move to the top. Okay, so which simplifies. And later if you want to add more, just press Ctrl D. Yeah, you have your table or the storage space down. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Okay, the same way if you want to create a chair along with this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is select all, I'm going to press Ctrl G, which is my group. So now I have the freedom to move my object together. Yeah, this is done. Next one, I'm going to create my polycube. So next would be my chair. So width would be 2, depth would be 2. Normally the dimension of your chair is uh, 2. 2 feet by 2 feet. That's the normal dimension. So I need legs for my chair. So again, create a polycube. Okay, so width would be 0.1. Okay, not 0.2. Depth would be 0.2. So this will be like 2.2 feet. Okay. Yeah, this is done. So now the problem here is I need to select this object, select the topmost layer, and see to it moves up. Okay, the height is so much. You can go here, height would be 1.5, so that slightly lower, so the person can sit on top of the table. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. So I'm only bothered about these two elements here. Okay, right now it's in the center. So what I'm going to do here is select this one, take it to a corner, Control D. I'm going to duplicate, select this, Control D. Yeah. So I get my leg for my chair. So I'm selecting all, moving it near. Yes, somewhat there. So if I want a backrest, okay, what I'm going to do right now here is I'm going to press Control D, which is my duplicate. So now I'm going to press Insert. There is my insert. Oh my god, I don't have insert in my keyboard. Sorry, my laptop. Oh my god. Okay, function insert. Took me some time to figure out where my insert is there. Function. So this is my delete key. Okay, I'm gonna just rotate it. Let's see in which axis. No. X. Yeah. Yes. Okay, my chair is ready. Getting it? So, we are right now doing creating all primitive kind of shapes for as models in Maya. Okay. So we are not creating professional kind of models. So this is the basic way to like learn how to create elements for your models for your space. So right now here the problem here is all. So I'll first group this Control G. Okay. So both these elements 1 and 2, both these elements needs to go up and be placed on the floor. Okay. Yeah, now they are on the floor. So very simple models you have. So you can select all, Control G, again a group. So you can select anywhere, just press stop. All the objects will be selected. You can move it. Okay. So if you want to create a classroom kind of setup, okay, similar to like your GDUT. So what I can do is Control D, which is my duplicate, or you can go to duplicate special. Okay, edit duplicate special, go to the options. So I can see which is the translate. This is minus. Okay, I'm going in minus. This X, so this would be like -5. I'm just giving some values, don't worry. So I want 10 copies. Let's see. Hope you can get it. So again, select all. I want this to go in this way. This is going in plus. Okay. So edit, duplicate special. So X, Y. So right now this needs to be 0. Z would be like plus 5. Okay, duplicate special. Can you see how Maya is tagged? So you don't literally need to create so many models. Okay, Maya would do all the work for you. See how many tables. Okay, so this is the power of modeling. So you need to have the visualization or how you can create or fill your space with a lot of elements. Okay, so first thing is your creativity. Second one is how easily you can create objects using Maya. Okay, so sometimes Maya might crash. Always save your files then and there. So just try creating your so-called table and chairs for your lawns, for the house whatever you have built, and also for your living room like the hall, so that you are able to fill it. So the next one what we are going to do is, I'm not going to save this again, it's a trial and error we are doing. Okay, so the next one what we are going to do is we are going to go to something called as surface. So till now we are working on only called as polygons, and we are more mainly concentrating on polycube. Okay, so now we are going to go to surface. So surface is nothing but these are basic kind of primitive lines and basic shapes, which will help you to create complex kind of elements in 3D dimension. Basically, this is nothing but a line drawing. Okay, So you can wonder, so what am I gonna do with this kind of circle? Because it looks like a 2D, like Adobe Animate. It's not looking like anything like a Maya or a 3D software. Okay, so everything comes from your paper drawings or sketches, like basic circles, right? Um your 3D has its foundation in art, so we will try to create 3D objects from these kind of basic shapes. So this is my circle. I'm going to duplicate it, Control D. So I'm going to take it up. I'm going to scale it. Press R, just the shortcut. Make it bigger. Okay, and Control D. I'm just creating some shapes from my ideas. So nothing is predefined. Okay. Okay. Control D. So again, still I'm going to move this up. Okay, what I'm going to do is select all. So see to it, it's in modeling. So surface, corner, loft. Okay. I didn't do anything. Selected all kind of shapes. Surface, loft. See, I've got a shape. I can take this object outside. Still, I have my shape here. Okay. So I'm just gonna press. So easily you can create shapes in Maya. So this is your loft. Select all, loft. Okay, very simple. But if you want to get a very kind of organic kind of output, what do you need to do? Okay, one more thing with regard to your loft, go to surface, go to the options here. So whenever you have a square box near to your what to say, the tools, so click it, you have a lot of options. Okay, so see to it, it's always in polygons and always in quads. These are mandatory. So edit, if you are resetting it, everything will change. So in Maya, see to it, all these things are changed. So it needs to be polygon, it needs to be quad, not tris or any kind of thing. Okay, that is there, you'll be able to get good amount of output. So next one, what we are going to do is work with curves. Okay, file, new. Okay, so now when I'm going to work with curves, I'm going to go to my front view, so which will help me. I want a line based upon which I want to do the drawing. So I'm going to take my EP curve. So my EP curve is a very creative tool which gives me the flexibility to create very organic kind of shapes. Okay, so this is the curve I have drawn for the, this is the curve I have drawn. Hope you can get it. So now what I'm going to do is select only this curve, surface, revolve. Can you see the shape what I've created? W. So what normally Maya does here is, when I'm creating this shape, okay, so Maya tries to replicate the same kind of angle in all the 360-degree. Okay, so by which I'm able to get these kind of three-dimensional shapes here. Okay, again this is not polygon, this is NURBS. Okay, so I'm gonna go to surface, Okay, I'll show you the difference between polygon and the nubs. That's the reason I did it intentionally. Polygon, revolve, go to the options here. So it's in nubs. So I'm going to give polygon. We'll see which output is really good. Okay, revolve. Okay, I'm having two sets. One is my poly and one is my nubs, non-uniform rational Bezier spline. Okay, so when you take a nubs, you can see the number of polygons where you have more amount of curvature. The number of polygon is more, but in nubs you get a very kind of smooth and seamless kind of what to say, a curvature irrespective of whether you have a lot of bend or not. Okay, so here more curvature, more amount of polygons. Okay, so nerves are having less number of polys, but still they are able to give very smooth kind of model, and your polygons require more amount of polygons where you have more amount of curvature. Okay, so you can change the color, go to rendering, click on it, change the color whatever you want. Done. So viewport, some kind of lighting, default lighting. Okay, yeah, this is my default. Got my colors back. Okay, so can you see when you go down, you can see some tessellation here, you can see some little tessellations, so that's fine. You have the shapes, so you can create your tables, you can also create your plates, and you can try creating your chair and your table and fill your whole kind of room. Okay, so with that I would also like you to try and experiment. I'll share some two pictures, so which is flower vase one. Okay, you can also try creating these kind of shapes. Okay, so today's exercise for you is create a table and chair along with these shapes. This one, you have five shapes here. Next one is a different kind of shape. Okay, so try experiment creating all these kind of shapes. You will understand how the software is working, and any doubts do call me back or send me a message in bottom. I'll be there to help you out, guys. Okay, happy modeling.